Alright. Babalos Rex here, and everything is fine. There is nothing to think about in the Fury Incarnate patch. It doesn't mean anything. Dream Surges is all there is to do. There is no hidden quest lines, is what I would say. If I was being paid by Blizzard to hide the truth, but I'm not. I'm a free agent, and let me tell you, everything is not fine. Everything is not fine. There is something going on in Fury's Incarnate, and I think I cracked the code. So today's video is a lore rant. Alright? I'm not on the PTR, but we're gonna talk about some stuff, alright? We're gonna talk about some stuff going on. I'm here at a Fyrakk Assault because I want to make something known. If you don't remember. Alright? If you don't remember, Ygera, you know, the fourth elder, you know, we dealt with Rashok in the raid. We killed the other two week to week. Ygera escaped and is helping Fyrakk. And what's Fyrakk up to? What is he doing in Fury Incarnate? So let's get into it. So I have some stuff written down, and I want y'all to think about this with me. And then I'm going to tell y'all my predictions as well, is where I think this is going to go into 10.2. And then next week, I will tell you what I think 10.2 is going to be. We do know some stuff, it's about the tree, but we're going to get into more details. So, Fury Incarnate. Where's the Fury? So, we know the flame portals open up in the Dream Surge zone, and Druids of the Flame come out and attack, do the little thing. Alright, so they are involved. So let's think about that. What are Dream Surges essentially? So, one, it's the patches catch-up mechanic, and this is why I'm saying we know there are hidden quests. Forbidden Reach was full of hidden quests. Alright? The Heritage Armors were hidden. Same thing in this patch. Heritage Armors hidden. Draenei thing hidden. And then the main quest line. That, if we remember, the Forbidden Reach quest line was here. Cretch Divided. That was the Forbidden Reach quest. So, we are looking at the first quest line of 10.2, and if this is any indication, it's going to be the name of 10.2. So, what do we see the name of 10.2 being, and the name of this starting quest line? We'll probably find out soon, in a couple of weeks, and I'll tell you my answer later, but that's the main thing to think about. So, let's get into the title, Fury Incarnate. So, I actually want to start with Incarnate first, because Incarnate has a very specific meaning right now. The Primal Incarnates. You have Raszageth, which, here's a crazy conspiracy. I don't actually believe this, but if you want to get wild with it, you can imagine it. Could Raszageth's spirit have gone to the Emerald Dream? I doubt it. But remember, the Dream is also the elemental planes are pulled from the Dream, I believe. Alright? I think. Because Raden had to use the thing to create the pocket realms, right? And, oh man, no, maybe there isn't a connection there. But, imagine there is a deeper connection there. Or the Druids of the Flame essentially, could Razageth come back? One, it'd be cool if we get to see her form. Because we have seen undead dragons come back before. Do I think that's likely? No. Could it be Emerald Dream, Elemental Plane coming back kind of thing? Maybe. Maybe elemental beings do that and dragons work like that. Because dragons used to be elemental beings, so a dragon filled with elemental. But the plane she'd be coming back would be Skywall, so we'd probably have to see. That's unlikely. That's unlikely. That's crazy. What about Fyrakk? Fyrakk's the big main player. It's most likely him. One, he's always mad. Two, the game basically hinted at it like, yo, we gotta protect Yggdrasil. I see fire. Alright. He sees fire. He didn't mention ice, which is interesting. We'll get into that later. But he saw fire in the tree. So, we got Fyrakk. Now, we know Fyrakk's working with the Jarden, Ygera, and as you can see here, they're doing stuff, alright? Ygera, crush these puppets of the aspects. I require every last suffused ingot and molded metal for our bargain with Fyrakk. So they're over here, alright? So you got one up here, and one Suffusion camp in the Onaran Plains, very next to two big areas. Always remember that Vakthros shows up on the map. This is Tierhold. This has been important. This is Valdrakken. This is where the blue dragons do their stuff. That's Marukai. That's like literally the big city there. You got the Obsidian Citadel. All these have been super important. The Incarnate Chamber. This was important for the quest line, but that's it. Could we see a return there? But more on that later. Because remember, we're talking about fire on the tree is the big hints. Okay? So we're probably going to get the intro quests. It's going to involve Primalists. It's going to involve Druids of the Flame. Will we see some returning Druids of the Flame? Jarden. I know Ygera's going to come back, but she's probably going to be a raid boss. Alright? I don't think we're going to kill Fyrakk in this patch. But he's going to be beginning his plan. Alright? One of the thoughts is him building up forces in the Onaran Plains. Like, we have these dream surges happen, and the Druids of the Flame, now working with the Incarnates, are trying to do something in these dream surges. Alright, they're trying to get into the Emerald Dream. If you remember the questline over here, the Primalists were trying to get into the dream to do stuff. What are they trying to do in the dream? That's why I thought I remembered a connection between the dream and the elemental planes. I'm going to reread Chronicles under that, but I do know that it was Ra-Den who created the elemental planes. And if there is a connection to those planes, like how he created them, maybe he tapped into the Emerald Dream to allow pocket areas to be formed and then lock those areas. I don't frickin' know. Because is the Emerald Dream linked to the spirit realm? Which spirit is an element? You know, we also think the Emerald Dream is linked to life. It is highly linked to life, so do remember that. But the elements are kind of like, where do the elements lie? You know, they're in the physical realm, but they have real powers. So it is interesting. So Fury Incarnate. Main quest probably going to be Fyrakk building up his forces with Ygera, the Jarden, the Primalist, the Druid of the Fang. We haven't seen Yggdrasil, but we've seen it in a cutscene. But they haven't shown it on the PTR, so I don't think we're going to get it this patch. maybe later this patch, because I do think we're going to get those sequential quests. And one of the main ones we saw at the beginning that they've announced is rebuilding Tyr, the return of Tyr. How does this questline continue? If you remember where we left off with Tyr, he moved a little bit. He was like, ah! He was trying to wave hay. He was doing a little movement. He was trying to do something, and he just stopped. So, if we know, we beat Dios. Dios took the thing we needed for Tyr. Dios is beat. Now we should be able to go find or go get. There are Chromie Shoulders data mine. Maybe we help Chromie go get the disc we were trying to get through another little timey-wimey quest 1 week. Help out Tyr. Get him back. Or maybe he just does a little bit more stuff. Or maybe we finally get him fully back in this patch. And we're going to have Tyr back. Freaking Tyr. What is he going to do? Is he the Fury? Is he going to be so mad? No, I don't know. But he is going to be... We may see him return this next patch. And that'll be wild. Alright. Are we going to see continuation quests of Alexstrasza and Viragosa? I think that's likely. And I think... I wonder if what Fyrakk is doing now with the Shadow Flame, if that's going to upset Viranoth. If he's going to cross a line with her like Alexstrasza crossed. Alright? Viranoth has certain values. Alright? She's the most reasonable of the incarnates, even though she's extremely upset now. Will this patch begin to show splintering between Fyrakk and Viranoth? Because guess what? You want to know where the other incarnate is? Iridikron? He kind of fucked off. He went back in time to help the Infinites. He's probably like, Viragosa, I gotta go. I gotta go help some Infinite Dragons. Helped him, got what he wanted, and fucked off. And probably left the other two to bed. Or is Viranoth in on it? Because here's the thing, why he was doing that, Viranoth probably went to go talk to Alexstrasza, and then she's coming, like, where did he go? Or maybe he's like, heh, I'm doing rest. Maybe he did return, maybe he left from the Dawn of the Infinite, chatted with his Void buddies that we saw, and then came back to Viranoth like nothing happened, even though he's doing some shady shit on the side. Alright? So will we start to see fracturing in the group because there was a data mined Druid of the Flames rep? It may not turn into anything. Do not take that with very, very fine grains of salt. Alright? Because that is not verified. But we do know there's going to be a new Renown. Alright? Also, there's those dogs that have been data mined. And the Maruk Centaur are the only ones that don't have a mount reward. Well, they do have Lizzie. But could we see... Blizzard said there wasn't going to be a new Drakthir spec, and then there was. They said they're not going to add Renown, but... For some, I think they could. You know, maybe we'll see a Green Dragon Renown. But the Lone Niffin was like a whole little thing. Because this is supposed to be the dragons. So, will the Druids of the Flame be the new Renown? Will we... Maybe that was a temp name. Will we see a group of Primalists that break off, maybe with Viranoth, from Fyrakk, what he's doing? Or maybe he causes a divide where a group of them break off, but Viranoth isn't like a part of that group per se? And she's still going to do her own thing? Are we going to see something over here with Viranoth? Or maybe this is just going to be some cool lore in a book. You know, is she going to start her own drama? You know, are we going to see the Red Dragon questline do something with that? Because we stopped the rebels. I did that one video. What is Adamanthe up to? I don't think she's going to... I don't know... Maybe the Black Dragons will come back into the story and help fight Fyrak, because they were there before. They fought him before. They know what's up. Maybe they're going to return and help the Green Dragons prepare to defend Emir Drasil. I definitely think this patch is going to be actually about preparing for Emir Drasil to protect it, and Fyrak and his troops preparing to take over Onaran Plain and Azure Span. I think Fyrak's going to start going loose cannon, and the quests are going to involve that. We know we're going to get Tyr, and I definitely think Fury Incarnate will show that. That is my guess. We will see very soon what these hidden quests mean. But what is the name of the campaign? What do I think 10.2 is going to be called? I'm calling it Defense of Emir Drasil. And next week, I'm going to tell you some wild speculation I have for that. And pretty much speculation about what I think is going to be in the patch 2, about the raid and all that good stuff. So prepare for that next week. But yeah, I definitely think, as far as Fury Incarnate's involved, we're getting Fyrak quests. And I think it's going to involve him, the Jarden, the Primalist, the Druid of the Fame, preparing to attack the Emerald Dream. And then I think Viranoth will do her own thing, because I think Fyrak is going to cross a line that she don't want to cross. But we shall see. Maybe she will join him. But remember, Nozdormu did not see ice. He saw fire. So, will we see some more confrontations between Alexstrasza and Viranoth? I think so in later weeks. And I definitely think we're going to go back in time to get the disc to reactivate Tyr. And that's going to be exciting. But thank you for watching this video. I'll see y'all in the next one, which will be Transmog Related Monday. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.